It really is amazing to think about what a great draft class can do for an NFL franchise, and I think that's why the draft has blown up in popularity in recent years. You've seen it last year with the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks, two teams that were supposed to be pretty bad heading into the season. The Jets still did not make the playoffs, but both teams competed and were a lot better than they were expected to be because they really nailed their draft classes. You have teams like the 2018 Colts where you go out and get Quentin Nelson, Shaq Leonard, Braden Smith. The 2017 Saints where you get guys like Alvin Kamara and Trey Hendrickson. These draft classes can really transform your NFL team, or they can really set you back for a few years like we saw with the 2020 Las Vegas Raiders, getting guys who did not pan out for one reason or another, like Henry Ruggs, Lynn Bowden, just not a draft class to remember. So today we are going to have fun. We're going to use our imaginations a little bit, get creative. We are going to go back in time and gift the Raiders the gift of hindsight. What I mean by that is we are going to enter Madden 23, the 2022 NFL season, with the assumption that the Raiders were able to draft perfectly with all 7 of their picks. They knew exactly which guy on the board was going to pan out and be the best possible selection. Let's get right into it and see what the roster looks like. So the Raiders had 2 first-round picks in 2020, and when you have multiple first-round picks, you gotta hit on those. It is crucial. Unfortunately for the Raiders, they whiffed on both of them. First one was Henry Ruggs, who was playing pretty solid until he did what he did, but still you can't argue, even if he was still in the league, that he should have been the pick in any way, shape, or form over Justin Jefferson, the newest member of the 99 Club. I mean, what can I possibly say about Justin Jefferson that hasn't already been said? Looks absolutely sick in this Raiders uniform. I mean, if you're a Raiders fan, if you could have had Justin Jefferson here, that could have been absolutely legendary. And in today's video, we will have the benefit of seeing how he plays as a Raider. And now we're going to need someone to throw him the ball. And lucky for us, with the 19th overall pick, instead of Damon Arnett, we do have available to us Jalen Hurts, who went in the second round to the Philadelphia Eagles. And remember, this was seen as a pretty big head scratcher at the time. This raised a lot of eyebrows because Carson Wentz had still a pretty positive public perception. This was right after the 2019 season. He was just a couple years removed from being an MVP candidate, leading the Eagles to, I believe, either the 1 or the 2 seed in the NFC before he actually ended up tearing his ACL and getting hurt. So, in my opinion, honestly, the Raiders taking him here, it might not have been the worst decision in the world. I know Derek Carr was seen more positively around this time as well, but Derek Carr had never accomplished what Carson Wentz accomplished. I know people think that he can be solid in New Orleans this season, but ultimately Derek Carr really is just kind of a guy. That's my opinion, that's my stance on him, and Jalen Hurts is far from that. So we've gotten ourselves an absolute stud here at the quarterback position. If there's one thing we've never really known the Raiders to have, it is an intimidating secondary. They've had pieces here and there, but overall the Las Vegas Raiders just have never had that legit shutdown secondary. And I'm not saying one guy can give it to them, but L'Jarius Sneed here with the 80th overall pick is a definite improvement over Lynn Bowden, who was the original pickup here. And now with the 81st overall pick, actually getting to select back-to-back here, we are going to take Mike Onwenu, guard for the Patriots, very solid player, one of the most underrated guys in the league, I guess just because of the position that he plays. The Patriots the last couple of years have not been in the spotlight quite as much as they used to be for obvious reasons. But yeah, Mike Onwenu here is going to be a really good piece for us on this offensive line. And now with the 100th overall pick that was originally used to select Tanner Muse, we are going to take Alex Highsmith, who, dare I say, quietly racked up, I believe, 14.5 sacks in 2022. Absolutely incredible number for a former late-round pick. I think Alex Highsmith here is going to do a lot of damage alongside Max Crosby. Definitely more productive, I think, than the aging Chandler Jones at this point. Very excited to have Alex Highsmith here. And now with pick 109 in the 4th round, we are not going to be taking John Simpson. We are taking Tyler Biadasz from the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully pronounced that correctly, but a very solid starting center. I believe just made the Pro Bowl this most recent season, so absolutely another great piece for this offensive line along with Mike Onwenu. And finally, with pick 139, this was actually the final pick the Raiders made in the 2020 NFL Draft. We are not taking Amik Robertson. We are going to take Isaiah Rodgers Sr., who up until recent events was seen as a potential breakout player for the Indianapolis Colts, late round pick. He had already played at a pretty decent level, hence his 79 overall rating. Really a huge bummer to see him released now out there as a free agent. Hopefully he gets another chance elsewhere. I was hoping the Colts would hold on to him. I was a bit of an optimist there, but regardless, he's going to get a second chance here with the Raiders. And so this is the team, and honestly, if you gotta go up against Pat Mahomes in the AFC West and win those shootouts, this is the team to do it, man. Jalen Hurts is gonna have Josh Jacobs, Davante Adams, Justin Jefferson, Hunter Renfrow, I guess, and Darren Waller. We're not moving Darren Waller. We are keeping essentially the same 2022 Las Vegas Raiders roster without whoever it was that was drafted in 2020. Not to mention the fact that this offensive line has been given a big boost by Tyler Biadasz and Mike Onwenu. Before this was honestly going to be probably a bottom 5 offensive line in the league with the exception of Colton Miller, but now you at least have a couple solid pieces. It's not the best line in the league, but it at least is going to get the job done. Now defensively, let's look over on this side of the ball. You are going to have a great pass rush duo with Alex Highsmith and Max Crosby. You've got L'Jarius Sneed, a legit number 1 corner, Nate Hobbs, who hopefully can continue to excel, along with Isaiah Rodgers. So you have a really solid cornerback group. The defensive line does worry me. It just is unfortunate. 2020 just was not an amazing class for defensive line talent. We didn't really make any additions as far as the safeties are concerned, so still definitely have some holes on this defense, but at least now you've got a little bit more in the pass rush, you've got a little bit more in the secondary. I think you can get the job done, maybe slow up Mahomes just enough to where this offense that looks really good can maybe outscore him and win you the division, or at least get you to the playoffs. Let's get to the midseason point and see how the record's looking. Okay, so mid-season point, we are 4-2, and turns out for once in our lives, we're not going to have to worry about the Chiefs as they are 2-5 somehow. Now, we are going to get to upgrade our players at this point, so let's see who is due for an upgrade. Probably just going to auto upgrade everyone anyways, but Josh Jacobs is going to have 2 points available, Justin Jefferson, Max Crosby, Jalen Hurts. So yeah, a lot of guys are going to get to step up here, so this should hopefully help us continue to be on a strong streak. It looks like our offense dominated in week 7. Defense, I would like to see them allow a little bit less than 42 points to the Houston Texans, but not going to complain too much. We do have a weekly award. Let's look and see. I'd have to imagine it's Jalen Hurts if our offense is scoring like that. Could be a receiver. It is going to be, oh, it's Nate Hobbs. Okay. Defense allows 42 points, and Nate Hobbs is the player of the week. 9 tackles and a pick. Have we won any other awards throughout the season? It's not looking like it. Hopefully we can rack some up. Let's get to the playoffs. Hopefully we are a playoff team. Okay, so yes, we are a playoff team. So again, man, think about a team like the Raiders. Imagine where they could be right now if they had guys like Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts on the team. Would be amazing to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. Looks like Jalen Hurts was 2nd in the league in passing yards. And it looks like our offense is going to be 1st in the league, bro. We had the number 1 offense in the NFL. Defense was 5th. That's crazy. Okay, so let's look at the stats here. I definitely did not expect that from the defense. So Hurts, 5,300 yards, 47 touchdowns, 16 picks, a little bit high. I mean, if your passer rating's over 100, I'm happy with it. Passer rating of 107.5, that's nice. Josh Jacobs, 1,300 yards, 11 rushing scores. Also 6 rushing scores from Amir Abdullah, so the run game was on point. Now, Davante Adams was the leader here, 1,600 yards, 15 scores, 1,204 for Jay Jettas, 1,008 for Renfrow, so you have 3,000-yard receivers, not to mention Darren Waller scoring 8 times. Let's look at the defense. So Alex Highsmith is the leading tackler. pass rush guy only racks up 1.5 sacks. I don't love that. 135 tackles for him, though. Let's look at the pass rush. Looks like Max Crosby had a great year. 16 sacks, 9 for Chandler Jones. And then interceptions, we got 2 from Alex Highsmith, 2 from Isaiah Rodgers, and a couple guys also pitching in one of their own. So yeah, definitely a great season here. Let's just check out the yearly awards super quick, see if we took home anything. I don't think so, but we did move Derek Carr to the Eagles. He comes in second while they go 7-10. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts coming in third. Coach of the year, we're going to come in fifth. Unfortunately, it is Josh McDaniels, the snake himself. Offensive player of the year, Devontae Adams, going to get some votes. Josh Jacobs does as well. Defensive player of the year, Max Crosby coming in at 4. I don't think we're going to have any rookies. Best quarterback, Hurts is going to come in second. Running back, Jacobs coming in at 5th. Wide receiver, you've got Adams getting some votes, and none, unfortunately, for Justin Jefferson. But let's see if we can win this playoff game. So we just did our player upgrade. Now we've got a game against the Cleveland Browns. Another, I guess, bit of a surprise. Well, I shouldn't say surprise playoff team. The Browns have a really good roster. It's just they definitely underperformed last season because of this guy right here. That was a big part of it. They do also have Myles Garrett. So they're coming in with what looks like a really good offense and a bit of a mid defense. So I definitely think that we can take advantage of that, do some work offensively. And I think the defense should hopefully be good enough to keep them in check. We're going to go through, we're going to sim quickly through the first 3 quarters. We'll go play by play for the 4th quarter. Let me know how you guys like that, if you enjoy that style. I'm always open to the idea of switching it up. But let's hop in here and see if we can move on to the divisional round. So here we go, home playoff game. I believe the first home playoff game that the Raiders would host at their new stadium. The Bills are going to take down the Colts pretty easily in the wild card round. Maybe we see them next weekend if we win here today. Let's go ahead, we'll go quarter by quarter, see if we can jump out to an early lead. Browns looked like they were moving down the field, but no scores. So scoreless after 1. Somebody's knocking on the door, though. Somebody is on the 18. It is us. I meant to hit next quarter. That's my mistake. So hopefully about to get some points here. We get 3. Browns still scoreless. We get a touchdown, so we get into the end zone. So we're up 10-0 at the half. So pretty boring game so far, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard to keep the Browns out of the end zone for the whole game. They get a field goal. We get another touchdown, so a pretty comfortable lead. 17-3 at this point. So now let's see. Browns moving. They are 2nd and 10 at our 24. Jakeem Grant is going to gain 7, 3rd and 3. Chubb's going to pick up 4. It's enough for the first down. Amari Cooper gains 12. They're at the 2-yard line, the former Raider. And Nick Chubb is going to score. So it is now a 17-10 ball game. Rodrigo Blankenship hits the extra point. And we have it 1st and 10. So 2nd and 10. Foster Moreau is going to gain 9. Pardon the interruption. Sorry about that. Let's see how we handle 3rd and 1 right here. So 3rd and 1. Waller is going to gain 14. We're at midfield. Jacobs will gain 5. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Jacobs again for 4. 3rd and 1 at the 40. Hurts throws it away. I don't think we're quite in field goal range. But he hits Devontae Adams for 4 yards. Okay. Sacked by Clowney on the next play. It's 2nd and 17. He throws it away. Big 3rd and 17 here. Dropped by Renfro. Of course it is. And now we probably will punt. We do. It's a touchback. 1st and 10 Browns. Watson throws it away. It's 2nd and 10. Hits Donovan Peoples-Jones for 14. Again for 15. They're at midfield. It is intercepted by Alex Highsmith. Let's go. We've got it at the 42. Waller gains 7. We are in field goal range. Amir Abdullah gains 1. 3rd and 2 at the 34. He gains 5. It's a first down. 2:13 left to play. Up by 7. Hurt on the play. Hurts throws it away. 2nd and 10. Abdullah gains 3. It's 3rd and 7 at the 26. We are inside of the 2-minute warning. He loses 2. We're at the 28. You got to get the points here. Carlson is good. We are up by 10. It's going to take a miracle, but I think we're moving on to the divisional round. Don't want to jinx it. David Njoku for 8, 2nd and 2. Minute 21 left to play. They get a first down. Chubb, 5-yard gain. Again for 8 to the tight end Njoku. Jakeem Grant gains 15. They're moving. They're at the 37. Chubb, 7-yard reception. They're at the 30. 28-yard gain to Donovan Peoples-Jones. 1st and goal, and it is a touchdown to Jakeem Grant. Extra point is good. 24 seconds left, and we do recover the onside kick. Browns only have 2 timeouts. This is it. Jalen Hurts is going to kneel. Browns are going to use their timeouts, but it's going to be too little too late. Final kneel down, and this game is over. So we hold off the Browns. Late comeback attempt, but we are moving on to the divisional round, and the Las Vegas Raiders have gotten themselves a much-needed playoff win. Let's go. Great news there. And so Jalen Hurts in his Raiders playoff debut completing less than 50% of his passes. You don't love to see that. Let's look and see here. Let's just look and see who scored. That's really all that I'm interested in. So it was Devontae Adams getting us on the board. Hunter Renfrow got a touchdown, and yeah, that was about it. But we are moving on to the divisional round, so let's see who we're going up against. So definitely excited to see who we are facing next week. It is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are coming in with the same record as us. It is going to be another home playoff game. Let's see if we can get ourselves to the conference championship. And here we go, night game, playoff round 2. Are we moving on to the conference championship game? Looks like Dallas got it done against the Falcons, so they are on to the conference championship game. That's how you know it's a video game. But let's see here. We're going to go quarter by quarter again, see if we can get a little bit more high-speed offense than last week. We do get a touchdown in the first quarter, up 7-0 early. That's good. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. They tie it up. We get another touchdown, and they get one as well. We get one before the half. We are up 21-14 at the half. This is a good game right here, guys. This is going to come down to the wire, I feel like. 28-14, we're up. 35-14, they get one to make it a 2-score game. It's 35-21. Wow. Okay, so we really turn it on in the third quarter. They do enough to keep it reasonably close. We're at midfield, though, 2nd and 2. Adams going to gain 19. We're at the 31. This is a huge drive. Adams again for 17. We're at the 14. Just don't turn it over here. Let's make it a 3-score game. Jacobs gains 10. It is 1st and goal at the 4. Just don't mess it up here. Penalty against the defense. 1st and goal at the 2. Jacob Johnson's going to lose 3. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Justin Jefferson. It is 42-21. I think this thing's over. I think this thing is completely over. Yeah, the Jags just were not ready for us. Doug Peterson cannot believe it. That man really should have stayed with the Eagles. That haircut, he looks like an Eagle. But anyways, Jalen Hurts looks much better this week. Let's look at the score summary. Just see who got in the end zone for us. So Amir Abdullah started things off. Gabe Neighbors got one for the Jags. Devontae Adams scored. Hurts found the end zone. Adams scored again. There's Justin Jefferson. He also scored twice. So Hurts was finding his big targets this week, and we are on to the conference championship game. So now let's see who's it going to be in the conference championship game. Now we got to go on the road to face off against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Who is it on the NFC side? It is going to be, okay, so they've still got it jacked up, it looks like. They're not going to show us because EA is going to be EA. But regardless, biggest matchup yet. It's going to be either us or Joe Burrow. So Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, who is moving on to the Super Bowl? Massive game right here. So now on the road, if we win, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. That is going to be an exciting one. But first, we got to get past Burrow and the Bengals. Let's see if we can keep the good times rolling here. First quarter, who comes out on top early? We get a field goal. And other than that, not much after 1. Okay. Second quarter, up by 3. We're going to get a touchdown, 10-0. They get a touchdown, it's 10-7, and before the half, they score to make it 14-10. I think this might be the first time we've trailed at the half. So third quarter, what can we do? 17-14, we take the lead. And they make it 21-17. Someone is marching. They've got the ball at the 28. Let's hope that it's us. It is. Yes, it is. Okay, 2nd and 5. Abdullah gains 3. It's 3rd and 2 at the 24. He gains 5. 1st and 10 at the 19. Waller gains 13. We're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hurts throws it away. 2nd and goal at the 6. Abdullah, 3-yard gain. 3rd and goal at the 3. Touchdown, Justin Jefferson, and we retake the lead here over the Bengals. 5:13 left to play, 24-21. Boyd returns it to the 20, 1st and 10 Bengals. Mixon, 8-yard reception, 2nd and 2. Burrow has to throw it away, it's 3rd and 2. Mixon will pick up 7, they're at the 34, 1st and 10. He gains 6, 2nd and 4. Sacked by Chandler Jones, it is 3rd and 10. He throws it away. What do they do here? 4th and 10. They will punt. Great punt, though. We get it at the 5. 4:18 left, 1st and 10. Abdullah loses 2. You can't take a safety here. Jefferson will gain 6. Give us some breathing room. 3rd and 7. Jefferson gains 27. And on the next play, it's intercepted by Von Bell. They've got the ball at the 27. Chase gains 24. They are at the 4. Oh, no. Trevon Merrick knocks it away. 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Joe Mixon. And just like that, the Bengals are back on top. Massive mistake there by Jalen Hurts. 28-24, we now trail with 3:09 left in the ball game. 1st and 10. How do you respond? Throws it away. 2nd and 10. Intercepted again by Chidobe Awuzie. 1st and goal. Mixon gains 3. 2nd and goal. Burrow throws it away, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Joe Mixon. This thing's about over, guys. Oh, man, what a collapse there by Jalen Hurts. That is a heartbreaker to witness. I mean, it's not over yet, but, it's not looking good. Adams gains 9. It's 3rd and 1. Renfro gains 16. Adams will gain 5. We are inside of the 2-minute warning. Don't use your timeouts. You got to save them. 2nd and 5. Sacked by Joseph Asai. 3rd and 10. Renfro gains 4, 4th and 7, ball game. Adams gains 7, I think we're still alive. Throws it away. Yeah, you're wasting time here. We're down to 1:27, knocked away. 3rd and 10. Jefferson gains 8. 4th and 2, Waller gains 11. 1st and 10, Jefferson will gain 5 at 2nd and 5 at the 16. Waller gains 13. 1st and goal, touchdown Darren Waller. 2-point try is good. Down by 3, 39 seconds left. They recover the onside kick. We do have all 3 timeouts. 1st and 10. Mixon will gain 4. It is 2nd and 6. He gains 4 again. 3rd and 2 at the 29. Mixon will gain 13. That's your ball game. And Joe Burrow will kneel it out. And that is how this thing ends. 35-32. So we fall just short. But let me know in the comments, did you guys enjoy this concept? Would you like to see something like this in future videos, more perfect draft classes? Because ultimately, although it wasn't our final goal, it was still a lot better than what the Raiders have seen, at least in my lifetime. So, if you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like, comment, let me know your thoughts. Always love to read them and respond to you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you guys in the next video.